Another guy that Ross just absolutely freaking loves, Evan Carter for the Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers, as a ball club, how much are you in love with the Texas Rangers right now? I am. That team is stacked.
I'm pretty head over heels. Yeah, not gonna lie, they're awesome.
Texas Rangers, Tampa Bay Rays, Arizona Diamondbacks, Baltimore Orioles,
Orioles,
and the
yeah,
Reds.
yeah.
Those 5 teams, man, they are fucking insane. Pardon my language. Evan Carter in 2023 had 420 at bats, 288 average, 413 on base, slugged 450 on base plus slugging is 863. He had 13 home runs, 26 stolen bases, 111 strikeouts, 81 walks. Great plate discipline. 17 doubles, 6 triples. He debuted. He's going to start for the Rangers this year. I think the sky is the limit for Evan Carter. Right? Like, he's going to be their best outfielder.
Well, I love
yes, and that's above Adolis Garcia and those guys.
Yeah, sure. Well, okay, so where to start with this? The ascendance of Evan Carter. I'm a big fan because I think our name STS has been so heavily attached to Evan Carter because we pegged him from the very beginning of his career as a guy that you wanted to have your eye on, and he's turned out to be so much exceptionally more than that. And then last year, we're going back 2 years ago. Nobody was talking about Evan Carter except for us. Like, we were very obsessed with him for whatever reasons. Well, there's very clear reasons, but most people don't view it that way. And then last year, we were touting him as a potential number 1 prospect. I know I was. I shouldn't talk about the model specifically, but the model was showing that. And lo and behold, like, he's skyrocketed up everybody's charts after his debut in the major leagues, which makes me feel really good. And I love this, and I really am a believer in Evan Carter. And I think even last year he had some struggles. It was a great start and then a period of struggle through the season and then a great finish. I think most of that was related to injuries. So I think the talent and the possibilities with Evan Carter are extremely high. And I think he's been cast off by so many people as being high ceiling, high floor, low ceiling. Like, he's not going to achieve that much. And I think he's blown all of that out of the water with his MLB debut. Everybody's now like, oh my God, what are the possibilities of this guy? So now here I come with the wet towel once again. He had some struggles last year, and I think it was injury related, but struggles nonetheless. And now his hype is so extreme. And he was in the World Series making great plays, which he will do. He's going to be a really good player. But is he going to be the guy that's slugging 645 in the major leagues from day one? No, I don't think so. So if you have an opportunity to sell him for that, I would do it. I would do it. And this is a guy that I have been on board with from the beginning. And you know that, Brian. So if I'm saying right now is an opportunity to maybe consider selling him depending on the price, I think you should consider it. Depending on what you get.
He's a cornerstone in your lineup. I see no reason to sell him. I don't think you can go get him because the price is going to be so high. So this is this is just a stagnant, like, just stay. If you own him, cool. He's going to be a fixture in your lineup. If you don't own him, you can't afford him.
Mostly what I'm going to do. But as I said, I practice what I preach. And if there is an opportunity, I will indulge it because that's who I am. And in fact, I had a deal on the table, I would say, for Wyatt Langford for Evan Carter. Another Ranger. Ranger for Ranger, outfield for outfield. This is a really interesting one. And the other owner said, intrigued. I think they were going to hold on, to Langford, but
it depends on what you want to do. Do you want to wait?
You make your deals, man.
Yeah. Or do you want to have the product now? Yeah.
Well, even so. I mean, those guys are practically both on the major league precipice. They are on the major league precipice. Evan Carter's already made his debut. It was just such an impressive debut that now everybody thinks he's the player that we always knew he was, maybe even more. And that's the thing. Like, they think that he's maybe even more,
I'm a big...
So you'd indulge it. You'd indulge
We're going to
it.
get